Hey, I'm Sally, and you may be wondering how I got into this situation. When I was a respawn, I went to school, the School of Fish.
We are all part of the great oceanic carbon cycle, more specifically, the biological pump. It begins with our tiny phytoplankton friends who channel carbon dioxide between the ocean and atmosphere, sequestering carbon via photosynthesis. Carbon is then passed along the food chain to zooplankton, followed by shrimps and fishes when they are consumed. If we are eaten, we too will pass on the carbon to the apex predators one day.
While dreadful to us, this biological pump is critical to the ocean, from phytoplankton's photosynthesis at the surface to the apex predators in the deep ocean. A gradient of absorbed carbon along the food chain is formed. This process by which the ocean sequesters carbon decreases atmospheric carbon concentration, keeping the atmosphere and our oceanic surface cool.
That was yummy. Sorry I'm late for class, Professor Fish. I had to grab breakfast on the way.
Wow, thank you for your noble sacrifice, Plankton.
However, the biological pump has been disrupted. To understand more, let me invite our guest lecturer, Mr. Coral, to shed some light on this topic.
Young one, there is much I have seen that you do not know. I have been here for so long. My zooxanthellae have all left me, and I have bleached from stress. From 1950 to 2014, 318 tons of large fish have been fished out of the ocean. Processing and consumption of these fish has released 37.5 tons of carbon, and furthermore is sequestered into landfills as food waste.
I know. The impacts of overfishing do not end here. In the ocean, these fish produce waste calcium carbonate which is excreted into the ocean. The removal of fish has prevented the sequestration of 21.8 tons of carbon into the ocean. Furthermore, overfishing indirectly leads to the increased burning of fossil fuels by fishing trawlers, releasing even more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Well done! Overfishing has resulted in increased concentrations of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, accelerating and amplifying the effects of climate change.
That's right. Now, let me introduce to you one of the biggest activists against overfishing of our time, the seagulls.
Things are looking extremely bleak. Those surface roaming monkeys are tearing us out of the oceans, completely oblivious to how overfishing will lead to their death. Overfishing has caused irreversible damage to the marine ecosystem. Fish populations are dwindling, yet humans still travel further to hunt whatever remains of them. This leads to marine pollution and even more greenhouse emissions, causing global temperatures to rise. Our atmospheric and ocean circulations are also affected, causing an increase in extreme weather events. While we are suffering more now, these humans are the ones who will suffer the most in the end. Speaking of those horrible humans, here they come.
I may be here now, but these people won't even know what's going to hit them.